Hello guys and welcome back to Toucan Tarot. Today's reading, the first time, sorry I just put my bracelets on, the first time you meet your spouse. Super cool reading today, always interesting to find out about future loves and so forth. If you want to skip straight ahead, timestamps are below. And for those of you that don't mind sticking around, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm nearly at 1,000. Thank you so much. The support has been so great. And I've been receiving the loveliest emails and donations, and I got some new tarot decks, and just thank you so much for all the support. Of course, I do offer private readings. You can find details of those either down below or in my about page. And yeah, let's crack on, shall we? So we've got three beautiful crystals. We have crystal number 1. We've got crystal number 2. And then we've also got crystal number 3. And this is, the first, what do you need to know? And the first time that you meet your spouse and anything that you need to know surrounding that. So crystal 1, 2 or 3. Take a second, take 3 deep breaths in and out. Which one resonates most with you? And we're going to start with crystal 1. Okay, so let's get cracking, shall we? I'm going to pop these here for a second. Crystal 1, guys. So I'm going to start off by using some Lunar Soul Tarot. We're going to use the Hide and also the Starseed. So let's just crack on. I'll pull some more as well. But yeah, so this is, again, the first time you meet your spouse, crystal 1. So let's see what messages we've got for you today. First time you meet your spouse. Okay. Oh, a few have come out there. Quite a few. I've been told to keep those out. Way more than anticipated, but there's clearly things you need to know. And then we're going to delve into a little bit more about them as well. And again, remember guys, this isn't just your boyfriend or a future partner. This is your future spouse. Or, for those of you who don't believe in marriage, you know, this is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. This is the one. So that's who we're finding out about today. We have the Bee. We've got Vision. And we also have the Mask. And then I'm going to pull a couple of Starseed oracles. I'm sorry about the lighting today, guys. I couldn't record in the day. Normally I record in the day and the lighting is so much nicer. And you can see this big ring light. That's not normally there because it's not necessary. But I just, it's been so busy recently. So apologies for that. I'm having to film in the evening. And we've got 2 advice cards. We've got We, the Hathors, and Start Bathing. Oh, right. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? Sorry about that. My camera totally wigged out. Yes, so let's just get straight cracking into it. Oh, just so you know, these decks, I actually read the right way up, as intended by the creators. Apart from this one, but for some reason I was guided today to do these this way. So, here we are. Guys, this is super exciting. I mean, so many positive cards here. This is quite the beautiful story. Oh, I'm excited for you. So let's just start. We've got Temperance here. And what a beautiful card Temperance is. So again, sorry, the light was on it there. I'm going to begin with, well, the overall situation. The first time you meet, this is all about, and a bit more about them. So you've got Temperance. Temperance has wings. Note that. Huge, beautiful, beautiful, big wings. And yeah, the biggest thing that's coming through at the moment from my guys, sorry, just butted in what I was about to say, but rightly so, is that out of singularity came miracles, and that you're proof that there are miracles out there. There are miracles, and this relationship is one of them, and that's how it's going to feel when you first meet. A complete miracle. You're going to know instantly. They're going to know instantly. And it's going to be super exciting. But, you know, that's what I'm hearing here, is that you guys are proof of miracles. You know, this is a true love story happening here, and not just a true love story, but I'm being told that this is, you know, literally a love story like you would see on the cameras. So everything's going to go right for you. Oh, let's dig in a bit deeper. And you are being reminded, though, and with the wings, they've just said to go back to that, because you're being reminded that, you know, don't forget that you do have wings, the both of you. And I think that to start with, what's coming through is that, you know, to make flight under the pressure, use these wings. in the sense that I think when you do first meet, there's going to be quite a few different things going on in your life, but you know, you must rise above, and you will rise above because they make you want to, and vice versa with them. But yeah, absolute delight. The divine flows through you is what my guide just said. So a beautiful meeting of a miracle. And we've then got the Seven of Wands, and you know, when we see this card, this is about being powerful and strong, as the relationship will absolutely be. So we've got power and strong here. And it's about being, this is more aimed at you is what my guide's saying, and what Latran is saying, because the fact that you need to remember how strong you are. The reason you're going to be reminded of this, and you're going to put thought to this, is that this person, you know, I say he, by the way, that's just natural kind of for me, but whatever is right with you, whether it's a she or he, but they definitely are a very strong, in so many ways, like the real lion of the pack character, a gentle lion though, a wonderful lion, but very much so the lion of the pack. So when you meet them, you know, you think you're strong, but you're going to be taken aback a bit, as if to say, whoa, and it's going to make you wobble. But this card, and the message that's coming through for you is at that moment, you know, you need to be reminded that you are powerful and strong, and believe in your courage and be strong. Those are definitely attractive traits that you'll find in them as well as them in you. We've then got the star. Guys, this couldn't get any better. You know, it's shining bright. The whole thing, that's the biggest thing that I can hear coming through here, is shining bright, bright like the star, and that's your relationship. It really is going to be that absolute romantic fairy tale thing. Absolutely. They're going to sweep you off your feet. You're going to sweep them off their feet. We're being told as well that this is going to be a really relaxing period. So as well, you know, when you first meet someone, there's that real excitement. There's going to be, for you, not only that excitement, but it's almost as if, sorry, I feel when I do readings, and the feeling is just be absolutely laid back and at comfort and at one, just knowing that this is it, and having a real, I want to say like feeling, oh, I got really overwhelmed and upset then, but I want to say feeling like you're home, you know, you're finally home, and that real comforting, yeah, time to sit and wonder over life's miracles. That's what you're doing. You're sitting and wondering over life's miracles, much like this beautiful woman in the star here, and you're very grounded, and everything is just so right about this. Oh, I'm so happy for you. You're getting tingles. We've then got the Two of Discs, and you know, as well as the Knight of Swords and the other things that have come up in this pack. One thing that's really clear about this this partnership and this future marriage or future life that you have together is that it really molds into the work side of things. They are going to inspire you beyond your absolute imagination. What you, in fact, guide's telling me now, close your eyes and imagine what it is, obviously love, but what it is career-wise and work-wise, if you could do anything in the world that you would do. And they're asking me, are you picturing that right now? That is what this person will help you to do. And in the meantime, my guide is saying you need to get working on that and just keep studying towards it, studying, working. Because when they come in, it's just going to click. It's going to click. You see the Two of Discs here. And with the Two of Discs, and they're just going to help not only, mainly, obviously we see the balancing man here, but they're going to help you balance work. But not only balance work, by far they're going to distract you, they're going to help you with it, but they're going to really help you balance things out so that you feel, again, that comfortable home. That's all this person makes you feel of home in every way. It's beautiful. We've then got the Knight of Swords here. And yeah, it's very much going to be you against the rest of the world, you know, fighting off the Knight of Swords, plunges with his sword ahead of him. And that's exactly the message that's coming through. You know, you're absolutely one to be reckoned with, the two of you. You know, you're a partnership to be reckoned with. And as soon as you meet, you know, the whole reading, right, is about the time that you meet them. And it's not only a miracle and a blessing, and they're going to, you just, everything's going to happen at once. You're almost going to talk about your future life together at one sitting. And with this, the things will actually happen. You know, this is the real deal. We wanted to look into a bit more about them, and we've got the bee that came up, guys. Again, this ties back into what we were saying over here. You know, they are in business. They are on fire, first of all. You know, they're massively into business. Business is a big thing for them. And they love helping people, and they will make you a true craftsman as what it is you want to be. But they really love helping people, and but more importantly, helping people work on their passion, which is just lovely, right? Not just someone that helps in business or is business, but this person has that passion behind them. And that's what's going to envelope over into you. You already have that, but it's just going to be like a match made in heaven. As we said, a miracle. Literally, you first meet and it will become so apparent. But yeah, they're really going to help you with that. And yeah, it's an intense labour of love that's going to happen. We've then got the vision, the bee, the vision, the Mars. This is amazing, which is the Eight of Wands. And with the vision, again, it's just, things are moving, as will this card just sweep you off your feet. They're going to be moving really quickly in all spheres of your life, and that's how they are as a person. And this is almost how the relationship can be described, is what I'm hearing. But yeah, they're going to just make things happen, and that's who they are as a person. Huge workaholics, but with passion and for people's passion, and they just make things happen. They're very financially successful, as I've mentioned. You see that again confirmed with the Six of Pentacles there. But again, we're reminded, and the mask reminds us, that it's not just a money thing. It's all saying the same thing, but it's not just a money thing. But they look through other people's eyes. It's as if they put the mask of others on and look at where they can really give back. But yeah, this kind of person is just going to help you so much better yourself. And in return, you're going to help them with theirs. And it really is a true, what I'm seeing here is almost like two parts of a jigsaw, just boom, perfectly connecting together. And it's one of those rare miracles that is just so full of everything. Guys, this is so exciting. We've then got here on the, we've then got here on one of your advice cards, We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And exactly how it's going to be, it's going to feel like, what's coming through is it's going to feel like a new beginning. Exactly that, the birth as a portal. You two are creating a portal to, just immense gratification and blissful peace is what's coming through. And again, I'm going to go back to this home feeling because it's so strong, guys. And then we've got star bathing, light body, the same thing we're talking about. It's what it says: light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. This whole relationship will just activate the both of you for, I'm getting quite a spiritual side of things here as well. It'd be interesting to go into this reading further to see, obviously about other areas and deeper into that. But you've got a real soul connection going on. Really, really exciting. So exciting. Guys, this is just a really mini reading. I am going to pull another oracle before I go. But if you did want to go into this a bit further, then do not hesitate to get in touch for a reading or anything else that you might want to chat about. But I really like doing the marriage ones. They're quite fun, light-hearted. And yeah, it gives us, and there's always insight in there for us. And again, the message for you right now is to definitely focus on whatever this passion is. Because yes, they'll help you unlock it, but essentially it's your passion. So just do more of it, go out there, because it is going to become a reality. Forget what people say, is a very strong message coming through it now. Forget what people say about, that's impossible, that's this. Forget it. Just keep studying, because it will happen. It will happen. I'm going to pull out a couple of music legend cards here, and this is going to be for music to listen to that will inspire you about your person, but also to get a bit more character traits if we can about the relationship itself. Right, we have Nick Cave, and then we've got Prince. Yes, Kish just came straight into my head then. But we've got Prince. Do what the damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. Never lose touch with your colourful side, and your dream home lies outside of time. You're exactly like that. And certainly one thing to pick up on there, which the guide said was the important part, is your dream lies outside of time. And this really is a miracle. Your dream is outside of time. This whole thing is outside of time. It's a miracle. It's something that doesn't happen often, this kind of partnership in lifetimes. You're lucky to get this in a lifetime, and it's that true connection with someone. And definitely listen to Prince if you want to think about your future spouse, because that will really make you happy, and that's definitely a connection that you will share. Nick Cave, be sure to be the last guest at the Cannibal's dinner party. I thought I said cannabis then. Be sure to be the last guest at the Cannibal's dinner party. Embrace your limitations to become a wonderful disaster, and waiting for inspiration is just waiting. The whole point of Nick Cave and this card is, you know, it's important to act and to remind you to act. And that's really, you know, the underlining of this relationship. You're going to act. Forget the bit about cannibals but, you know, waiting for inspiration is just waiting. Exactly that. Don't wait for anything. It's going to be go, all go. We've mentioned that here in the cards. I'm so excited for you. Please comment below. This sounds amazing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I am going to read this card. It keeps peering out at me, and it shouldn't have been, but it should have been that way round. So I'm going to read this as the last one. Star family. You're part of a team of souls calling support. Your soul's right here, but it is reminding me, and it is another factor, and I'm going to ask guide here to confirm. Yeah. There is a spiritual connection that you have with this person. So definitely meditate more and go, you know, definitely deepen your own spiritual journey is what I'm hearing here, because it will be all the more stronger when you meet this person. This is such a lovely reading. I'm so glad that I decided to do this, even though it's in the evening and I have rubbish lighting, because what a blessed, beautiful, beautiful message for you. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment down below. Again, these are just quick YouTube reading, guys. So if you did want a bit more in depth or a little bit more specific, just get in touch and we can do a private reading. Yeah. Thank you so much for your support. Please do subscribe and like this video. And I really could do with all the help I could get at the moment. I'm trying to get to 1,000. So if you could help me get there, that would be incredible. And sending much love and light to you all. And I will speak to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Welcome to crystal number 2. If you chose crystal number 2, this reading is for you. So I'm just going to pop those over there. You chose this beautiful amethyst wand here. Oh, I just love amethyst. So pretty. Right. So today, guys, when you the first time that you meet your spouse, that's the reading we're going to do. I'm going to be using the Lunar Soul Tarot deck and also the High Tarot, followed by some Starseed Oracle as well. So we'll just get a good idea. And again, this isn't an in-depth look at your relationship with them, although we often get lots of clues in these types of readings. But again, it's all about the first time you meet. So we're going to be looking at, you know, what you think of each other, possibly how it may happen. We'll see what comes out for you, Crystal 2. Let's have a look, shall we? So, with the Lunar Soul, all of these cards are read upright, just in case you're wondering why I'm turning that round. I'm going to pull quite a few. Oh, guys, the 10 of Cups. So we've got 7 of Discs, Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. And I'm also going to pull some High Tarot. These are by Dan Francis. They're such a beautiful deck. You can get them on Little Red Tarot. They're just the most beautiful deck to handle. I say it in all my readings. So for any tarot readers, and look at the beautiful silver. Apologies for the lighting today, guys, because I left it too late in the day to bloody record. So apologies, the lighting's slightly off. So it's probably a bit of a ring from my light above, but apologies. Right, so these are just going to tell us a little bit more about them specifically. Let's try and get an insight into them. So we have, again, the 10 of Cups again. Wow, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and we've also got the Tower. We've got a lot of 7s here. Right, and we're going to pull a couple of advice cards out as well, and I will pull some further oracles later down the line. For those of you, excuse me, that haven't visited this channel before, I do read predominantly through my guides. So we do have Latran here today, and of course Toucan, always keeping us safe and protected and loved and blessed. Right, let's have a look. So we have Star Ancestors, interesting. And you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Okay, so I think we should just crack straight in, shall we? I mean, there's so much love here. First of all, as I mentioned before, a lot of 7s. We've literally got 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Discs, same thing. We've got the 10 of Cups that's come up as well. Let's start first of all. And again, this is about when you first meet. I have an overwhelming feeling, and the cards, you know, are certainly in that suggestion as well. I'm just going to call upon my guides now. Yeah, you are on a journey. And I feel, and certainly that what's coming through and how I'm feeling is that the journey you're on at the moment, you're on the beginning of it. And by the time you meet this person, you will literally, I mean, you know, it's a case of reap what you've sown, and all the dedication, but not just in your work, but mentally, physically, and I'm just seeing so much love with love. And it's like you've really been building yourself back together, or you're about to, and by the time you meet your future partner, you're there, you're absolutely there, and you're just glowing, 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 glowing. And the whole situation, and him as well, I say him, of course, she, he, whichever relates to you, but they're glowing as well. And it's really incredible because you're very much mirroring each other. It's the same message that's coming through, whether the question is about the relationship, about him, about you. You know, so it very much is just so much love. They've been, and this is very clear, and you know, I just heard come through, cut from the same cloth. You've both been through something major, not the same, you know, I'm not hearing that you've been through exactly the same thing, but what that thing has led you to, the emotions that you felt because of that place it's taking you to. You know, when we asked about him down here, you see the tower, and this is him literally crumbling. You know, they've had a big life change, as have you, is what's coming through. And for you, either that's happened already or it's happening now, and you're on that journey to bettering yourself. And again, it's not just bettering yourself mentally and physically, it's everything within, but most importantly done with love. And that's the biggest message that's coming through here for you. But by the time that you meet, getting back to you guys, you're going to be in that position, and they are too, and it's going to be quite glorious in that sense, because you know, you're both very much at harmony with who you are as individuals, which is a beautiful place to start from, right? Yeah, you've got the Ace of Swords here. And again, this just speaks of, you know, doors opening. It's as if when you first meet, the image and the feeling that I'm getting here, so I feel a lot when I read, but it's as if when you first meet, it will literally be like a breath of fresh air. You know, a huge door is opened. It sounds really cheesy, but true. You know, everything is now complete. You're ready to start. You're both in the best place that you've ever been in your life, and you're now together. So that's just a force to be reckoned with, right? But yeah, there's just great times ahead, and more importantly, when you meet, it's just an absolute force of progress and forward momentum. So you're very much just off from the start. You know, you'll be into each other, you'll be fascinated, and you'll find a lot of similarities, again, because of the similar kind of places that you've been to in life. Not necessarily the same as, you know, things that got you there, but you've experienced the same kind of feelings as humans, right? And yeah, you know, and straight away there's an attraction there. That's what I'm seeing. Straight away is an attraction. And it's quite beautiful. We've got the 10 of Cups here, which, I mean, guys, you know, if ever there's a family card, this is it. And I'm just going to confirm, you know, yeah, all your wishes are literally going to come true. That's what Luchuan just said. All your wishes are going to come true. You know, it's the perfect timing with the perfect person. You truly are blessed in this sense. One thing that has come up, obviously we've got the Knight of Cups here. So it's all hunky-dory and wonderful. And remember, this is when you first meet. So it's not the relationship and how the relationship's going to be. We're talking about that first moment, those first moments that you meet, those first few times. And you are being warned here to, you know, there's going to be a bit of, the word that's coming through is foolery. And foolery, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a cheek, you know, you're almost... I mean, you absolutely hit it off, and you're both 100% into each other from the get-go, but there's definitely a bit of playing around with you both, you know, and it's a coy, you know, joker kind of foolery play, if that makes sense. But so yeah, good banter, as we would say in the UK. What do you guys call banter? Like good chat. So yeah, there's going to be some cheeky chat and some great communication and flirty communication going on there. But guys, it really is just heaven. I mean, you know, we are talking about your future spouse here, so of course these cards are going to come up. You know, this isn't just a boyfriend. This is whether you believe in marriage or not, this is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, which is amazing because they're so balanced and well, and you know, they've got to a place, as we said, you both have, and that's why it really is utter bliss. Absolute utter domestic bliss. You know, love is having momentum in your life, and we spoke here about this momentum coming forward with the Ace of Swords, and that's how it's all going to feel. So it's going to be a big rush when you meet, lots of cheeky banter, and you're just gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able, I keep seeing here bubbles, you know, you keep thinking of them constantly, of you guys thinking of each other over the time that you first meet. We've then got, again, when we talk about him, you know, we've got the Ten of Cups, we spoke about the Tower earlier, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's the same thing. They've really been on the same journey. He, more so than you, though, has been wanting a family for a long time, and has been wanting that settle. You know, he's very family orientated. Again, he, she, whichever's best for you, but they're very family orientated, and they're ready. They're so ready financially, mentally, spiritually. Again, this is a very balanced person that we're speaking about. They've been over there, you know, their traumas, and that's, you know, we have to go through, Lutran is saying here, we have to go through times of struggle to get better and to make ourselves stronger and to progress, you know, and to forever evolve. And they've done a fair share of that, as have you. The advice cards that we've got coming up here, we've got Star Ancestors, which is great. And this card, these are advice cards to you about the first time that you'll meet. The Star Ancestors, which is this lovely card here. Again, apologies for the bloody lighting. You might not be able to see it that well. But with the Star Ancestors, this speaks, getting my words today. There's a lot of question of hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and not secrets in a bad way, but you will, it's almost like the more that you talk and the deeper, and it says, you know, look a little deeper, look a little deeper. There's gonna be a lot more familiar connections with you. The more you speak, you know, you're just gonna have connection after connection after connection. As I said, you're very cut from the same cloth is what came up at the beginning there. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. And this really, and again, it's a beautiful card of this lady facing her true north. And it just perfectly explains your relationship. And you don't really need this advice because you're both there, will be there when you meet already. And embrace your weirdness, face your true north. You know, you're not for everyone. And this is just all about becoming one with one, and you becoming 100% happy with you and who you are. And as a relationship, you just explode in that area. Guys, this is really, really cool. I'm going to get out a couple of musical oracles just to give us a little sing-songs and a bit of vibes about the characteristics about this first meet as well. So let's see what comes up. I love these cards. They're just a bit of fun, really, but they're brilliant. Right, let's see what we've got. We've got Kurt Cobain. Ooh. Bit of Team Spirit then, Debbie Harry. Oh, wow. So again, we mentioned so much fun here, and Debbie Harry and Kurt Cobain. I mean, Kurt Cobain obviously wouldn't necessarily describe him as fun straight away, but they're both wild, you know. Let's start with Kurt Cobain. We're all in this mess together, so we may as well make some noise. Again, it's just that celebration, that party. And, you know, definitely Kurt Cobain went to the excess, as we know with party. So don't go too crazy, but that's not what the card's saying. It's saying that there's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of rock and roll. You know, you can't, that teen spirit, you're both going to reminisce of when you were younger, and genuine teen spirit, you know. And the song that's just come into my mind as well, Teenage Dream. I'm being told that will be really significant. So if you YouTube Teenage Dream, I think it's that song. I can hear it in my head. I'm thinking it's Teenage Dream. I'll put the link below. But that, yeah, you know, really engulfed in that teen spirit. We've got Debbie Harry over here as well. Fools mistake their flesh for plastic. It's not enough to be beautiful. You need to know how to be beautiful. Stay open to new things and you will never stagnate. And again, it's just that energy of this first meet and the first few times you meet and when you get together. It's just going to be a whole load of rock and roll, love, banter. And also, you know, we spoke about here is it's not enough to be beautiful. You're both quite intellectual, or you're deep thinkers. So that's very much going to play a part here as well. And Lutran is saying to me here that we need to go back to this Seven of Discard for you in particular. They already are going through this, but of course you're the one watching, so he wants to talk to you. And just to say, I think from what he said earlier in the video was that with the Seven of Dish, you know, you've either started this journey of self-apologies. The neighbours are doing work next door, guys, if you can hear that. But yeah, it was all about saying you've either started that journey of self-improvement or you're about to start. And when we say self-improvement, again, every box, so health, fitness, you know, both inwardly, outwardly, what you're eating, nutrition, but most importantly, mentally. But all of these things, what he wants to say is that if you haven't started them yet, you need to start. You know, this is really a push for you, because it's when you're at your pinnacle of that you two are going to meet, for them too. So get on that journey, guys. Quick, get on that journey. That means everything. Take up something new as a hobby for fitness. Start reading more books. Get yourself meditating more, you know, all of these things. What I'm hearing is they're going to make you feel better. So, you know, you really need to nourish yourself right now is the biggest thing that's coming through. I'm going to get one more oracle for you before I leave you. What a lovely reading, guys. Such a lovely reading. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Fairies. It's a beautiful reading. It's just so much love coming your way. But the message here for you, I mean, these readings are always a bit of fun, aren't they? And that's why I love doing them. You know, it's always nice to know what will happen when we meet our future love. But the real message for you and what you can do now is, again, nourishment in every way, nourishment. Let's pull one more oracle out for the both of you. Oh, two have come out. Fairy spotting. Just before I do, we're going to use these as messages from them to you. You know, things that they might want you to know right now. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Oh, what a great bit of advice right now, guys. Believing is seeing. It really is. Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. And as a spiritual person or someone that's here reading this tarot, watching this tarot reading, sorry, you should know all about that. So it's really important that you remember that and start believing in this. Start believing, though. It's so important. And I'm so glad that that was the message that came through for you, because it's so relevant in this self-nourishment. You know, it can happen. Believe it can happen. You know, you don't see it to believe it, because that's almost what's been happening. There's a bit of procrastination there. You need to start believing it, acting on it, and then you will see it. It's here and it's beautiful. Oh, that made me feel lovely, that card. Wisdom is the next message for you. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Oh, isn't that lovely? This is from them to you. I say him, could be a he or she, but it's from them to you. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. And again, this is all about this self-nourishment. He's sending all his love your way to get you on that track. He needs this love as well. So this is why you need to believe and send your energy each other's way. You know, every training session, every, you know, meditation that you do, every book that you read, imagine they're doing it too, is what I'm being shown here. And that will help encourage you both. Definitely listen to Kurt Cobain and Debbie Harry for some inspired music and to help you think of them. And in turn, hopefully that will really lift you. You know, when you are feeling down, think of this, think of what we've said. And this self-nourishment is so important. You know, you got to go for it. Now is the time. If you want all this to happen, again, seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. Believe, act, and you'll see. You'll see all of this that's laid out in front of you. Guys, what a truly lovely reading. I'm sending so much light, love and light to you. If you wanted to go into this in a bit more further detail, do not hesitate to give me a shout. I'm offering private readings again now, so I look forward to seeing you, you know, or doing something for you individually. Yeah, also don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm massively trying to get to 1,000 subscribers right now, and I'm so close. So all the help is so appreciated. You know, I'm still so humbled by this channel. It's wonderful, but your energy I get from doing beautiful readings, like this reading for you, such beautiful energy. You know, I feel a lot. And so I have to thank you, really. This is your reading and it's beautiful. And remember that. Remember, self-nourish. Anyway, much love and light to you. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, straighten these up. If you chose Crystal 3, this is your reading. Oh, what an exciting reading. So we've got... yeah, the first time that you meet your spouse. So I say spouse, husband, you know, whichever resonates with you, your life partner. This is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life, your soulmate, however you want to look at it. But this is all about the first time you meet. I love doing these readings. They're just so positive and lovely. And it's always nice to get a bit of insight. And hopefully we'll get a bit of advice as well. I am going to start off with the Lunar Soul Tarot. Just for those of you that wonder, been asked a lot, why do you flip them up? With the Lunar Soul, you know, the person that designed this deck prefers them to be read upright, so I prefer to stick to that. Right, let's get cracking. So I'm going to first of all pull some just to get an idea of the first time that you're going to meet. And then we'll pull some more for them as well. Let me bring that down a bit. We'll pull some more for them as well to give us a bit of more into the, you know, them and as their personality, because it's always nice to look at that side of things as well. How are you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Got a lot of interesting cards here. I love hearing from you. It's so nice. You know, it's still incredible that you watch these videos. Oh, right. Okay. And this is going to tell us a little bit more about them. So we're looking for a little bit. Oh, I'm told to keep those out. So way more than anticipated. But we've been told to keep them out. So we've got the tree, the statue, the amulet, 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the bottle. I'm just going to pop these like this. Okay, and I'm also going to pull out some advice cards for this first meet. And this is using Starseed Oracle. And we've got Earth Pulsing. And we have the Blue Flame. Right, let's just crack straight into it, shall we? Okay, let's go. Hi guys, apologies, my camera keeps wigging out. I think it's time to upgrade my equipment, you know. Just diving straight in. Wow, we've got a big mix here and a lot of passion, so much passion. First thing I can tell you is this person, what a strong character. So strong. I mean, obviously we've got, excuse me, the Strength card in there. We'll go back to that in a moment. But let's start off. First of all, we have the Emperor, you know. This is that when you meet this person, it's truly going to feel like, you know, you're just going to feel like a queen, you know, or a king, whichever relates to you. You're going to feel so amazing and powerful. There's so much power through this whole reading, not only with you, but them. But yeah, it's going to ignite a real, absolute, just explosion of inner power. You know, this is both, you're both going to feel, what I'm seeing is both feeling powerful. So, you know, when you meet someone and you, help me out, my guides, help me out here. Okay, Lutran's coming forward, my guide, with a message and the Magician, which explains what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Lutran. The Magician, you know, this is here. It's basically, it's time to feel achievement. It's if you both feel achievement is what he's saying, and you feel a confidence as you both realise that you already have the tools to bring this relationship off the ground. So it's almost like you meet each other and that first thought, the very first thought of meeting, and it will be reciprocated. So, you know, you'll be thinking this, but they will too. And remember that when you do meet them, which is always the bloody case, isn't it? We think it's always us that's feeling, but they are too, especially in this situation. But yeah, when you meet, it's almost like you'll think they're too good for me. Is what comes to mind, the first thing. But then as you start to talk to them, you'll realise that over will take this power and this sense of achievement. And you feel huge confidence. It really bigs you up. You're going to be bigged up so much because, again, because you realise that you already have the tools to bring to this. You already realise and start to realise that you're exactly what they want, and they will in turn you, and it just makes you both feel more powerful and powerful. It's a great, 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 great card. We've got here though, I mean, certainly getting the message more from yourself. You're going to be feeling, when you actually meet this person, you're going to be feeling a little bit in the dumps, you know, a bit in a slump about things. You're not going to be in the most sociable mood is what I'm saying. It will literally be a case if you kind of bump into each other in a not so overboard place, and it will just happen in that way. You know, normal day-to-day life, nothing fancy. You're going to meet them on normal day-to-day life, but they are going to drag you out of this slump, and oh my, in a big way. There's a real down-to-earth vibe. on them, but also on you, and definitely on this meeting. Obviously we already know it's going to be local, it's going to be a normal everyday to day thing, but this whole thing is so earthy, and this whole meet, you know, it's almost like, and I know this sounds ridiculous, and I'm not saying this is exactly how it is for you, but the kind of feeling, it's like, you know, imagine yourself living in a small town and you've met all the people in the town and none of them are right for you, and then in walks this perfect person in your town. You don't have to go anywhere while you're going to the shop to get milk, and boom, it, you know, it's just something so down to earth about it, and so normal about your relationship. It's very comfortable, very down to earth. But yeah, there's so much, a confidence boost that you give each other is incredible. The power is off the scale here as far as how it will make you feel when you first meet them. So that's super exciting. We said we'd take a look at them deeper down here. And wow. And, you know, goes through with the theme that we've just spoke about, and this strength card coming up straight away here first. And, you know, when we dominate other, the thing that's coming through, and Lutrani is saying, when we dominate others, we merely have power, right? But when you're in control of yourself, that is strength. And that is how this person needs to be described. They have control. It's like, I want to say they're a big bear. That's not necessarily, you know, in physical looks, but they definitely have a big bear personality. Very strong character. I am getting physically as well as mentally, to be frank. So we're looking at a strong person here. Some that would be seen as strong, but they are strong. And most importantly, they're strong in the sense that they have control. And that's what makes them such a level-headed, down-to-earth person as well. So we're dealing with someone with immense strength here. And they're very much on new beginnings. They've been through quite a lot. We see that coming down here in life, or they've been through big tragedy. And they've just recreated themselves, and they're very good at doing that, you know, picking themselves up and dusting it off. So that will be something great that they'll bring to the relationship for you. We've got the Seven of Wands here as well, the amulet. I love Dan's drawings, they're wonderful. But what really is coming through here, and he's just got so much belief in himself, you know. We see, obviously, this is the prayer, really, I suppose. But there's so much belief there, so much belief. You know, there's very hard work, has a lot of discipline. We spoke about that discipline and the control. But very big self-belief, but with a down-to-earth kind of vibe to it. So not flashy show-off way. But this person is very sure about themselves. They've been through the mill, and, you know, they've restarted and they've polished themselves from scratch, really. They've had to. We see down here we've got, obviously, the next layer down, which is the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So the goat, the anemone, and the bottle. You can see here, you know, they can get a little bit insecure sometimes. No one will really see that, though. You will at some point down the line. But as I mentioned up here at the beginning, when we spoke about when you first meet, there'll be this feeling of they're not good enough. And that's why it feels so good when you realise that you're both into each other. They will feel this as well. They don't show it often. And that's something for you to remember once you know, meet this person. You'll know this anyway. But they do have an underlying insecurity, like all of us. You know, they might be this big, strong, amazing, powerful person that I've just kind of, you know, totally laid out. But they do have this insecurity, and it's because of things that have happened in the past. There's been a huge tragedy in this I say guy, whatever relates to you, but this person has had huge tragedy in their lives and loss. I'm feeling that love is connected to that, but I don't know if it was necessarily, or I'm not necessarily getting the feeling of lover, but of love. Family is what I'm feeling. There's been a huge loss, and, you know, it's had a lot to do with why they had to start again, and certainly a lot to do with why they have so much strength of character. When we experience such a loss, we're trying to say in our lives, you know, you either go one of two ways. You can wallow in that pity of where that loss leaves you, or you can just build and get stronger, learn from it. And they really have. They've come out the other side. And proud. I'm feeling immensely, I feel in my readings, guys, I literally get feelings, I almost want to cry. I'm feeling immensely proud of this person. They've been through a lot, and they've come out of it exactly in which way that we as a human should, a good-hearted human, and strong character should. And again, there comes the word strong again, full of it. And we've then got the Ace of Wands as well here. Again, just this whole new beginnings, and, you know, just exactly what we're saying. It was a new beginning here of everything that's happened. You know, they've had to recreate and start again and take steps, but they're quite happy to do that time and time again. And what an earthy, solid person. I want to meet this person. Guys, please comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if this is the type of person you're attracted to, surely you are. They're amazing. The advice for the first meeting would be Earth Pulsing. I love this card, isn't it so pretty? Earth Pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. And again, we said that it's going to be very slow, very chilled, very nice vibe. And the advice is to keep it that way in the early days, because you can really connect and get on that deeper level together. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. That's really interesting that that's come up, the blue flame there. I'm almost being suggested here by guides that you have a much stronger connection with this person deep down, and this is why it's trying to get you so much in nature and so much on that level so that you can connect. And there's going to be some special things coming up here. Of course, this is just a short reading. If you wanted to go into it in more detail, definitely hit me up for a private reading. Just before I go though, I am going to draw some music oracles here, and this is going to give us some songs to listen to think about your future spouse, but also we're going to get a little bit of characteristics about, a little bit more. I'm going to keep those out, guide said, about the first time that you're actually going to meet. So we've got some Dolly Parton. Oh, I love these cards. And Patti Smith, great. And Ravi Shankar, amazing. Let's start with Dolly Parton. And the higher the hills, the closer to heaven. Caution will get you nowhere. The most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. Dolly is just amazing. Amazing. Definitely listen to Dolly Parton music. The biggest thing about Dolly Parton is that she was just so... You know, we mentioned about you being in a slump here, and this is almost like, you know, you're going to feel like a little Dolly Parton. This explosion of confidence that we spoke about, you can end up walking out as if you're bejeweled, and I mean, you're going to want to go home and listen to some Dolly Parton. In fact, put some Dolly Parton on, because that will get you going for the kind of mood you're going to be feeling when you leave here. That's so funny that came up. Patti Smith, Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not yours. Learn to make peace with eternal dissatisfaction. The most powerful form of rebellion is of the spirit. Look into Patti Smith. Definitely listen to tunes as well. But yeah, definitely there's this laid back vibe that I've got here. And it's the same with Patti Smith here. Very, you know, deep thinker. But again, I'm getting those laid back undertones, which that translates as before. The surprise of it is Ravi Shankar. Love Ravi Shankar. Definitely Google Ravi Shankar, YouTube him if you haven't already. Like every day we put on a bit of Ravi Shankar. We should though. Always read. In fact, if you know Ravi Shankar, I didn't until I got this deck, but let me know below. Awesome, so cool. Always read and play between the lines. Your true nature is reflected in silence. Music is the infinite space between two souls. And this space between the souls, you know, we talked about the blue flame here, and what Ravi, the thing that's coming from Ravi here, obviously these are all music that you should listen to, but there's definitely a message again coming through, is there's that underlying connection with you guys. And again, you know, he talks about playing through the lines, and when I talked about the blue flame here, it's like between the lines, there's something way more to you guys. I'd be interested to read for you into that, actually. But guys, there's so much exciting things here. Again, listen to some Dolly Partons, get you out of the slump. And put some Patti Smith and Ravi Shankar, of course, on as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this reading. And the biggest thing to remember is just be yourself. That's what Guide is telling me now. Just be yourself and be love. And, you know, as soon as you meet this person, as I said, you're going to feel the most, you're going to really give each other power, you know, you make each other feel great, and that's going to be wonderful, obviously. But really hearty person that you've got here, grounded person, and all I will say to that is enjoy. Guys, I hope you've loved this reading. If you have, comment below, do like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I think the last count was 750. Yeah, trying to get to 1,000. I'm sure it will soon. And it's just so exciting, this YouTube journey. I've really enjoyed it. Please let me know as well. I really want you to comment, in fact. letting me know what videos you want to see more of. Yeah, you know, this is the, I wish when I get to 1,000 I can open my community on my page, and I'll be asking the questions there of which videos you want to see more. So please let me know if you have time, or if you spare, it'll only take you a couple of seconds. Just jot down below what videos you'd like to see, and yeah, I will do that straight away for you. Amazing. Or of course you can come for a private reading as well. Great stuff. Well, sending so much love and vibes to you, and take care, love and light to you, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys.